Evening, moguls, evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again. Sunday, as per usual, we get together, we get to review the week that's been and to plan the week that is coming. And sometimes it might seem like, oh, why must we get together every Sunday? It's the same thing. Well, repetition is very good. It's important because that's when we start to lock in our habits. And also, what do they say? Practice makes permanent. It not only makes perfect, but it makes permanent. So if you're practicing positive things, those positive things become permanent. But if you are practicing negative things, you're practicing not being accountable, not being committed, not being disciplined, then that is what you are creating permanence of in your life. So practice makes permanent. And we want to keep a practice of keeping to our time, keeping to our schedule, keeping to the things that we said we were going to do at the beginning of the week and at the beginning of this challenge. And when we started, we said Sundays, I'm going to set them aside, whether there is a person on the call, no person on the call, I'm going to be doing and giving these calls. And I know some of you are not able to attend at the time, but you do watch them later. So they do serve a purpose. So we are going to continue for the whole 90 days. This is our first 90 days, by the way, the first one of the year. And really the focus of this first 90 days has been on setting up the right habits, setting up the right daily practices that are going to get us into success. And so we've been focusing a lot on waking up in the morning, 5 a.m., waking up at 5 a.m. We're looking at a miracle morning. This week, I've been reading the 5 a.m. club. So it's just gives you more ways of looking at the same thing. It might seem, again, a little bit repetitive, but once again, practice makes permanent. Reading and, consuming things that are on the same, that are speaking about the same thing. It's important, and it helps to cement that idea in our mind. So this week is yours.
Invite your friends to join XM and earn up to $35 for each one.
Joined us. Let me just mute. Sorry about that. Thank you for joining us, Leader. All right. So so this week we're talking about the week is yours. How you start the week will determine how you finish it. And so we want to finish this past week correctly and step into the new week with more energy, with more vigor, and with a lot more that we are going to achieve. So the week is yours, and it's up to you what you're going to do with it. So first up, what we're going to do is we are going to look at week 5. We've just come out of the 5th week of our 90-day plan, and in our 5th week, we're going to be looking at our weekly scan like we always do, and then we're going to plan for week 6. So we are at the door of the halfway mark of this 90-day plan. And it's a good place for us to take note and see how far have we come. Are we on the right road? Are we on the right path to get to where we had planned to when we started this challenge? But all of this is going to be realized by us doing a weekly review, a daily review, and therefore all of that compounds and the magic starts to happen. So week 5, let's have a look. Reflect on your week and determine how you can make next week even better. So the weekly scan, review, what was your biggest win? What was the thing that happened for you this week that really set things in motion and you thought, you know what, this is the best thing that's happened to me in line with my goals this week? What is it that you haven't been able to do that was on your list, but you were not able to complete the task, and that you are going to be migrating and taking with you into the new week? Is this task necessary? Is it a task that's taking you forward? How important is it? Where do you put it on your priority list? How soon do you want to get it done? The sooner you get it finished, the better, and the closer it's going to take you to your goals. Then also our habit goals. Now, these are those tiny little habits which when you are doing them or when you are not doing them, you think, but it doesn't really matter. I'm only skipping it one day, or what difference is this making? I'm only doing it for 20 minutes a day. But these are the things that determine our future. I posted another quote on the group this week that said, we do not decide our future. We decide our habits, and our habits are the ones that will decide our future. And this is where tracking your habit goals is so important. What are those goals? Is it your goal to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning or 6 a.m.? Is it your goal to, whatever time you wake up in the morning, start your day in the most positive way possible? So start your day, with some meditation, reading, writing in your journal, planning your day, having an evening routine, a morning routine. Are those habits starting to become more natural to you as we go towards halfway of the 90-day challenge. Then your weekly progress, how far did you go? Referring to your big three. Your most important task, did you complete it 100% of the way? Is this becoming a habit? Again, if you are completing them, then that's becoming a habit of completing your tasks. If you have not completed it or you only got halfway, let's look back at the past 4 weeks, now in week 5. Is this also becoming a habit? We need to take note and start improving or start adding on. If you're already doing well in this area, then it's time to start adding on more responsibility and more things that you are able to do. Secondary task number 1, same thing. And then your secondary task number 2, same thing. What habits are you starting, and what's the right word? Oh, my words are running away from me. But anyway, what habits are you starting to form? Are they positive ones? Are your actions taking you to your goal? Are your actions keeping you away from your goal? Very important for us to check. Weekly notes, right? What will or should happen this coming week? What would you like to achieve? What lessons are you taking with you from the past week? Jot it all down. Our minds, sometimes you think, I'll remember that. But one thing about a mind, if it has a chance to forget, chances are it will. And the amazing thing is that the more you write things down, the more you seem to remember them. So writing things down cements things into our minds. It works. It works in taking us forward. So never skip an opportunity to make some notes. It might be a big note, it might be a small note, but make those notes. It's always great when you can go back and refer to them as time goes on. And our quote to close off the week says, the more disciplined you become, the easier it gets. And this is so true. Really, as you become more disciplined, it starts to become second nature. And it starts to, as Robin Sharma says in the book 5 a.m. Club, it starts to become automatic. And that's the point where we want to get to, where success is automatic. Being a person who is disciplined, who is committed, who achieves the things that they set out to achieve becomes automatic. Imagine when you're automatically successful just because of the way that you are living your daily life. So that's the level that we want to get to. So that's week 5, done and dusted. Let's have a look at planning week 6. So we are on week 6. I think today is day 36. And so we're getting close to day 45, which is a halfway mark. So again, remind yourself, what is your 90-day goal? Review your goal. Go back, jot it down in the space. I'm going to be sending out, as usual, all the templates after the call. So jot it down, write your goal down, look at it and think, okay, was this goal, did I aim too high? Or perhaps did I aim too low? Or was this the goal I thought I had, but now that I'm working towards it, I'm realizing that this actually maybe wasn't the goal. My goal, perhaps it needs to evolve a little bit. It's time for you to do that now, not after 90 days and think, that's actually not what I wanted. Or this goal was so small, I could have achieved it in 3 weeks. So this is a time for you to review that goal, assess your progress. If you feel that you are getting so close to achieving your goal, perhaps add some layers to the goal. So if you realize that I'm starting to get there sooner rather than later, add a few more layers to the goal because you still have time. We are still only on day 36. So add a few layers to the goal, same goal, just with more layers, so that you have more to work towards and you don't get now into a pattern of doing too little. If you have an opportunity to do more, to be more, to get more, let's go for it. Let's not dumb down. Let's not take the easy way out or the shortest route. Let us give it all we've got. And this is one of the ways that you do so. After that, after reviewing your goal, let's look at your big 3. What are the 3 big things that you need to complete this week? Again, in the book, the 5 a.m. Club, I'll be sending a summary of that later on today as well. Robin Sharma speaks of the 90-91 rule. So 90 minutes. So we're doing a 90-day challenge. I wish I'd started this earlier, but it's okay. We're still learning and establishing the habits. So he speaks about the 90-day, it's a 90-day challenge. And so every day for the first 90 minutes of your work time. So for example, you wake up at 5 a.m., you do your first hour of starting up your day the correct way: exercise, read, journal, learn, etc. That's your first hour. Then obviously you get ready. Some people still have to commute to work, etc., etc. Then when you sit down to do your first batch of work, that's hence the one at the end. So it's 90-day challenge, or 90 days, 90 minutes, and then one. So the first work activity that you do for the day, that block of work, you should put aside 90 minutes, because your mind is fresh, you're ready to go. 90 minutes of deep work, not distracted, not on your phone, not checking emails. If you have emails and stuff that you need to get through in the morning, do that and then get to the batch of work. But make sure that it's a 90 minutes uninterrupted, where you can get a great batch of the work done. And you'll find that by the time you do that 90 minutes, a lot of the day has already been, you've conquered the day just in that first 90 minutes. So 90 minutes for 90 days, the batch of work that you do, whatever type of work that you do, whether it is digital work, whether it's physical work, whatever type of work it is, give that first 90 minutes to that. So big 3 of the week. Why is this important? Note them down. And then again, let's have our habit tracker. Rewrite your habits and check off your progress for the week. Habit number 1, one of my habits that what I've done is that I've grouped together my habits, the drinking water, exercising, reading, into one, and that is in my morning ritual. So my 5 a.m. morning ritual: get up, exercise, read, meditate, do all of that in the first hour of the day. So now that's my first habit. And here we go. The week is getting started. It's time for us to put that habit in. Every day when you get it done, cross it off on your journal, because that's success. You are getting in the right direction. 2, 3 habits that you have, make sure that you have them on your habits tracker. Then Monday, today's Sunday, but we're already preparing for Monday. Tomorrow, what is going to be the most important task of the day? What are going to be your secondary tasks? So your most important task is what you're going to do. Even if that's all you did all day, you'd still have a great day and you'd be satisfied. So that's number 1. Probably going to do it in the first 90 minutes, that 90 block of your first batch of work. Then your secondary tasks, what are they? How are you going to do them? What do you need to do? And then finally, your additional tasks. Complete these and your day will be super. Then you're going to mark it off as the day goes if they've completed, or you're going to change them, defer, delete, whatever it is that you're going to do. You will put that here on Monday. Then your morning routine: 5 a.m., get up, do this. What am I going to read? What am I going to be meditating on? Some notes if you want to put them down. There's space for all of that. Then there's again another page for notes. And on that page for notes, you'll be able to get that going. So that's Monday. We've got it done. It's quick, it's simple, but it's about the repetition. It's about the compound effect. It's about the compound magic working for you versus working against you. Because whatever it is that we are doing, sometimes, when we do things, we don't realize that those are the foundations that we are building for our future. Whether they are positive actions or they are actions that can work against us, whatever we're doing, whatever we are putting in, it is building our future. So writing down in your journal every day, recapping every evening, doing your morning ritual if you've decided to join us on that journey. Those are things that are going to be building us up and taking us towards success. Success is actually very simple, folks. It leaves clues. Success is about discipline. It's about commitment. It's about sticking to a process that works. And it's really about learning from others. It's about reading. You don't know everything. I'm a big student of personal development, but I was shocked how I'd never come across the book, The Miracle Morning. I was completely shocked. And yet that was a book that revolutionized how I was thinking. Always thought I was a night owl. I always thought that I work much better in the evenings. But now I'm finding that by doing my morning ritual and getting into it, by the time 11 o'clock hits, I've almost completed almost all the tasks that I had for the day, which lets me know that I've got a lot more time than I thought I had. And now I'm able to to give more time to other things, being a present parent, being with your kids instead of always on your phone. No, I've got an email, I've got to check this, and seeming busy, but actually not being productive. So all of those things are helping, and they are helping in every single area of my life. So I had a goal, but this goal is affecting everything that I do. By working on my goal, working on myself, getting better as an individual, that is pouring out into other areas and making me better in other areas. So it's an awesome journey that we've started to take, and we're seeing the results. I'm getting the results from our 90-day challenge members, and it's awesome to have you all here, and it's awesome that we get to share it together and just go on this wonderful journey together. So that's it in terms of reviewing our week, planning the new week, learning the 90-90 and 1 strategy. So that's for me, that's week 6. That's our planning. Our goal with these sessions is not to make them very long, but it's to make them powerful and make sure that they're having an impact, which I'm sure they are. So that's it for tonight, folks. God bless. Enjoy your evening. Have a blessed one. And let's knock this week out of the park. Let everything that is on that list be completed, and let's get into the habit of completing what we start and into the habit of automatic success. So thank you for joining me again, folks. God bless. Good night. And we will see each other again on Sunday, 7 p.m. But obviously on the groups, we'll be seeing each other tomorrow on Monday. Thanks, folks. Good night.